Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, your sister with the curly braids, and I'm so pleased to be a contributor here on our worldwide network of African Diaspora News channel. Please make sure that as you come in, you give us a big thumbs up, and share this broadcast. Thank you so very much. Now, fam, I have an interesting story from Business Insider. Now, you can't plausibly call this one a conspiracy theorist media outlet. Print publication. Now, you all know we don't get deep into the whole thing with the plague and all that other kind of stuff. We respect the different platforms and so forth. But there's an interesting something that we need to talk about concerning your lawmakers. And that is this article that says, as the pandemic raged, at least 75 lawmakers bought and sold stock in companies that make the you-know-what. I use alternative words like vacation. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Or when I'm talking about the cocoa, you can read through the lines. Think about that. At least 75 lawmakers bought and sold stock in companies that make the you-know-what vacations, treatments, and tests. Family, dozens of Republican and Democratic lawmakers on Capitol Hill have invested in companies that have a direct stake in the nation's response to the you-know-what, according to insider analysis of federal financial records. In 2020, at least 13 senators and 35 U.S. representatives held shares in Johnson & Johnson, the medical behemoth that produced a single shot for the you-know-what that more than 15 million Americans have received. At least 11 senators and 34 representatives also held shares in 2020 of another you-know-what manufacturer, Pfizer. 2 representatives or their spouses held shares of Moderna during the same year that the world went down on lockdown in response to the pandemic. Lawmakers held these investments in you-know-what companies as Congress was at the center of the relief efforts. In 2020 and 2021, members of Congress voted on 6 relief bills together worth nearly $6 trillion. Congress also authorized more than $10 billion to help drug companies develop and distribute vaccines and force health insurers to cover the cost of getting the shot. So I have been suggesting for a long time now amongst what's known as the Beehive, those are my supporters, and other folk that may not consider themselves to be Vicki supporters. If you're Black and intelligent, I think you should support this. We came up with this notion. I suggested that we come up with demanding that Congress give us a rebate, a refund on the more than $10 billion that we gave Moderna alone. We gave way more than that based on some of my records. But specifically, we came up with the title, #Mo Money Tax Relief. Somebody put that in the chat, #Mo Money. The Mo stands for Moderna, short for Moderna. Money, obviously us getting our Mo money back, tax credit. Why am I saying that? It was our, in part, very Black taxpayer dollars that helped to fund billions and billions of dollars for the juice makers and stuff. And they're turning around and making a big fat profit. These juice making companies, Moderna, Pfizer, and the rest of them, making billions of dollars, showing billions of dollars in reports, specifically Moderna, because I was going through some of their numbers, and their third quarter sales was to the tune of billions of dollars. So if we were a part of any other company that was set up, we would be what? Shareholders, and demanding that they cut us a check. So since y'all probably gonna play and act like you can't do that for us, we're demanding that while Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is funny looking self twitching and twirling all over the country in America, while y'all sitting here talking about Build Back Better, in addition to y'all cutting the check for our reparations, you need to be cutting us a tax refund called #Mo Money short for Moderna, but not just for Moderna, but you know what I'm saying. It's a play on the words for Moderna and money. But we're really referring to all of the juice makers where y'all use billions of dollars of our taxpayer dollars and sitting up here, Congress is sitting up here trading stocks and stuff. That sounds like there's a conflict. And I think our people need to start to look into it, which is why I'm sounding the alarm. By the way, family, thank those of you all that attended my absolutely amazing January 2nd, Your Royal Bloodline Vault Passcodes webinar activation. We had at least 11 countries. At least 11 countries. So many of you from around the world that tapped in, tuned in, and you are ship shaping your life. If you missed it, you are so blessed. For a limited time, I'm going to make the replay available, as well as some of our ancestral t-shirts where we're talking about my magic is working on some of the t-shirts, how ancestors is a code word for the power that's in your blood. Your royal bloodline t-shirts for both men and women. Just go to my website in order for you to catch the replay for the webinar and for you to get some of my products and services. www.unpurposewithvicky.com. That's unpurposewithvicki.com. The link should be below. I can't wait to see you there. Stay tuned, for the next upcoming webinar. Your life will never be the same.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.
Hello, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel app on these platforms.